extra possessions off offensive rebounds, knowing that sometimes we might be a little smaller, but that doesn't mean that we can't go in there and honestly give it our all and try to get some extra possessions by crashing the board. So it's also fun. It builds the energy for the team. Home games, it builds the energy for the crowd, getting those extra threes up. So, I feel like it's really big for our team.
Jrue, Peyton Pritchard got out of his shooting slump tonight in a big way. Coach Joe Mazzulla talking about how that was really important in this game. What did you see out of him tonight? And guys like Sam Hauser, just the second unit and the way they were able to get going offensively.
Yeah, I think them just continually being aggressive. I think every shooter or every player is going to go through a shooting slump. So I think staying positive mentally and staying aggressive, taking the best shots you can is key. And they do it every night, but tonight, they did it and they started falling. Knowing P, he can get to the basket, he can score whenever he wants to, but knowing when his 3-point shot is falling, he's damn near unstoppable. And then Sam, sometimes he just shoots it so high, I feel like it doesn't touch anything when it goes through the net. So always good to see them kind of get off, going off the bench.
Jrue, when you guys have a team so talented, what's the challenge of chasing a better game, playing a team, but knowing you should not only win, but not dominate, but just be better than you were the last game in that process of getting everybody together and playing at that premium level? What's the challenge of that?
I think it's just executing the game plan. We know that each team that we play are NBA. It's an NBA team. It's NBA players, and at any night, anything can happen. So I think we just take the approach of this is what we're supposed to do, this is the game plan, and we have to execute that. So we do that to the best of our ability.
Is it a good experience to know that you haven't played your best game, to know that there's still better yet to come when you have this kind of team?
I think it's always good to know that we can get to another level. I don't think anybody wants to kind of reach the top too early or peak too early, but again, a lot of stuff is new for us. A lot of things are different for me, myself. So I feel like with the talent that we have, it's fun playing out there, which is important, but I think execution-wise, toughness, effort, those are things that we kind of hang our hats on every night.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Where are you, do you feel like, in that process of learning to play with everyone and kind of knowing people's spots and everything?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. It's just every game is a different opponent. Every game is so different because of the team that we play. Like this game is a little bit smaller, so you figure KP would get maybe a lot more shots, but he generated so many points for us because of his size in the paint and being able to kind of magnify himself down there and attracted more than one person, so that's why we got the threes. But I think the different teams that we play, the different things that different teams bring is something that we really try to focus on, and from game to game, something's going to be different. So just try to execute the game plan each game.
Jrue, Jalen got off to a hot start in the first quarter, then Tatum followed up with a hot start to the second quarter. With how much talent you have on the team, like you were talking about, finding that balance of, seeing that one of those guys is hot and wanting to keep them going, keep their juices flowing, versus trying to keep the offense sort of rounded out. Where do you find that balance?
I just think it's basketball. I think when you play long enough, you know who the hot hand is. So especially when somebody's got it going, like it's JB, get him the ball, because obviously he can go for 50 any given night. I feel like doing that kind of makes the game easy for us, and they do it so efficiently. Then it's like JT's turn to come in and kind of show what he has. It's really been fun, like getting to see them with that balance. I wouldn't even say it's so much me or sometimes the other guys. Like a lot of times they let the game come to them, and how they play is very team oriented. And then other times they just take over, and they know they're about to take over. So it's been fun playing.
Are those conversations you have behind the scenes, like at practice and stuff, or like you said, is it just like come naturally on the court?
No, I think the conversations we've had are about just positioning, where people like to get the ball, just the spots they maybe want me at on a double team or something like that. But again, I just think it's innate. I think that when you play basketball for so long, and even as a point guard, you kind of have to know when somebody wants the ball and where they want it. If somebody has a hot hand or somebody hasn't had a touch in a while, get them a touch. So.